I mean, nature's weird. So. Nature's weird. Yeah, I mean. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that could just be a human perception thing, though. Because, like, the human mind tries to make sense of the weirdest things in, like, logical ways. I forget what that term's called. Yeah, I forget I forget what it's called. Where you'll see like a hand in fucking the clouds in space. Yeah, yeah. But we're just coded that way. So you know, we see some of us we see weird shit like that, and like that's the common thread. Mm. Right. Yeah, but technologies is like when he says technologies, he means like they knew how to fucking make fire, not like fucking had a like an iPod, like an Apple tablet. That's what they. I mean that's the implication, like electronics. Like we think of technology, we think of electronics. Like they wouldn't have. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could. Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, that's the thing that keeps hope alive. I think that's the thing that keeps the unexplainable. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I might have seen him. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. With the implication that it's something like magical, not right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but a lot of time that when they say tech air quotes, it's like, oh yeah, they knew how to make fucking. They could bake, or they, 2,000 years before we thought they could bake, or like they had agriculture. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think I know that one off the top of my head. Uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, most of the like older alien stuff, I just don't buy into. Like, I just don't. Like, and the Inuyaki, I don't necessarily buy into. No, but I buy into that. I buy into that the concept of that more than I buy into the Greys. Just because the Greys are they kind of have no lore, but the Inuyaki sort of do. But also, it's to me, it's more practical because of the distance. Uh-uh. I might have. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Right. It's like Independence Day, kind of, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah. Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe. So they got Stargates, yeah. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is that? Yeah. Fringe? Yeah. Fringe, yeah. It's I mean it was on I mean I think it did fairly well. Maybe it might be like 5, 6 seasons and like it's from the, early 2000, early 2000s. So it was before everything. I mean, matter of fact, I went through because I've been watching. You watch older stuff, and it's just like, damn, yeah, that's like, this is the beginning of the woke that I didn't see, and like the black girl that's in here is like a super light skinned, mega cute black girl, and not like LaQuisha. Like if they would have done this show today, it would have been like gay guy LaQuisha, fucking boss bitch, scientist, mad scientist as the main characters instead of the current cast. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go watch it here in a second after I do a couple things on my computer. Yeah, I got it pulled up in a window over here right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I thought we were gonna break up, and then we didn't break up, and like once a week, she kind of like irritates me to till no fucking end, and I give her the silent treatment, and then she takes it like personal, and then yeah, and it's funny how effective fucking how super effective the silent treatment is. Like, holy. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I mean, Yeah, I mean, I was trying to honestly. I mean, I was trying to do one of those NLP techniques. You know, trying to like lighten it up. You know, change my mindset because it wasn't even like it was voluntary. Like I remember being conscious enough, like 10 minutes into the silent treatment, of being like, "All right, this is okay. I'm mad, but like, let's just get over this because this is my cortisol levels. My cortisol levels is basically, and like I could not shake it. I could not shake it, and every time I tried to fucking do a barrel roll out of it, it didn't work, and now it's manifested into now she, for some reason, is allowed to be mad at the thing that I was upset about. My response to the thing that she did, you know, like what? Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was it. I just totally shut down. Interest, energy, enthusiasm, all of that was gone. So like, even if I wanted to shoot from the hip, there's nothing there. It's just blank. I'm standing there in a white room now, and I'm fucking stun locked. And I'm sorry, I can't do nothing about it. Like, maybe you shouldn't fucking waste 2.5 hours of my day once a fucking week, and we wouldn't have this problem. How about that? How about fucking that? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She knows it triggers me. She knows it triggers me. She doesn't intentionally do it. She just wants to do whatever she wants to do. Me be damned. Yeah. So like it's the same thing but it's different. But yeah, it's just like but she takes it really hard. She takes it really hard and then she spins it on its head and is just like, well, fuck you, kind of. Now I'm getting this fuck you attitude, and she's giving me the silent treatment, and I'm not gonna see her till Monday. But yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. Either and you only hear about the bad stuff for real. So like, I don't. There's. It's not a dark picture. It's not as dark of a picture as you think it is. Yeah. No. Right. Well, I think we can communicate and we can work things out for the most part. It's just, like, uh, starting it up again. Like I just feel like I told her this the other day. Like I was like, it just sucks because I feel like it puts the relationship back. It's like 2 steps forwards, 1 step back. And like we're kind of like I'm not getting as much motion as I want out of it. But we can't work out a lot of things, which a lot of other people into relationships that I've been in didn't work out because we couldn't get over it. We couldn't work it out. So I think, yeah. So everything else be damned. She at least has that going for her. Plus, she likes Trump too, and I feel like that's kind of rare nowadays. So sure, I can go find somebody with bigger tits and a prettier face, but like, if he's yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. 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 Doing anything but not, and doing anything that's not working is kind of hard for me now. Or it's just. Right. Totally valid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Well, yeah, I mean, it was like that when I think I got something here. I forgot what it was, so I could entertain, and then I just stopped entertaining. I was like, oh, well, now I got this thing, and I don't entertain. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, but I heard a little. I picked up a family yesterday or today or something, and that she had a little kid with her, And her little kid was kind of being a little shit, and he was being manipulative. She was like, "No, you're grounded." "No, mom, please. I'll be good. I swear. Like, I didn't really mean it. I apologize." I'm like, "Boy, you over here being manipulative as hell. You know how to play your mother like a fiddle or your grandma like a fiddle." So like, but I've kind of heard Caden kind of like use that tone and that cadence before too. So like I think they're all a lot of them are capable. Maybe it's just a personality type. Well, I feel like they're awake. Well, like for me, I considered myself pretty much a drone until like basically I got almost done with high school or whatever, like, and I wasn't like even a real person. And like I feel like if you are aware of other people's emotions and that you can try to manipulate them and in your favor, that like you're awake a little bit more and like a little bit more. Does that make sense? Like it's like a type of alertness. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I use Jennifer as an example as boss bitch all the time, because there's two types to me. There's Jennifer and then there's the entitled brat, you know. And Jennifer, and I'm like, yeah, so they all want to be a boss bitch, but not like fucking Jennifer. They want to be like, I am the table type shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think she like does it at the expense of men. Yeah, that's the big turning point.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's how. Yeah, I want you to manipulate me. I'm all fucking for it. Like, yes. Tell me how big and strong I am again. Like, I love that. Maybe look at that NLP and like maybe there might be something there. I'm only, like I said, I gotta read that book kind of like I'm reading that meditations book that you gave me. Like, I can't just read the book and be like, wow, that was great. Like, I have to chunk. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I sat there and I really tried to read it one day. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I could ponder this for fucking 3 weeks. This one fucking passage. Yeah. Yeah, let me figure this one out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Right. Fringe. Fringe. It's on Hulu. I don't know if you have Hulu right now. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, it was NLP. This, but there's a couple books. I had Grok tell me which one to get. There's two. I'll just send you the screenshot of the one that I have, and I just got the audiobook of it. I think I did. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I forget stuff all the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, is that like a specific thing? I thought you were just using I know it's like Palantir, the fucking Palantir eyes, you know, from Lord of the Rings. Wait, what's it called? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, actually, well, it wasn't exactly about this, but like the second or third episode in that show is about this guy who thinks he's a psychic, but like he's got like metal in his blood. The explanation is he's got metal in his blood, and he's picking up like these radio signals, and this is how they use to track down and get the terrorist or some shit. He's the MacGuffin. I'm really, you know, like I like to entertain a lot of these ideas though too, but I also don't want to like overindulge in a lot of these things because like I do kind of feel like some of it borderlines like witchcrafty. You know what I'm saying? And until yeah, yeah. So like until somebody like comes to me, you know, and hands it to me on a silver platter and is like, actually, this is a tool and this is how you should. Yeah, you know, like this is a tool and we got this and it's fine. That's like, oh, okay, that's yeah. Hmm. Yeah, because yeah, I could go down every little rabbit hole of every little LSD trip type thing that I ever saw and being like, oh fuck, dude, you know, fracturing the fucking universe with the delirium realm. Like, I'm gonna inhibit somebody else's body and give myself a raise. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, that's how I started with this NLP. Is I wanted to know, like, no, what really is this? I don't care about the techniques. And then the book that I got was more techniques, but like, but after listening to it for a couple hours, I'm like, okay, this doesn't seem like it's manipulative, narcissistic. You know, like it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Assume the worst, kind of. Mm-hmm.
So it is.
Welcome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's the prerequisite. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of the fear is that there's a Dracula alien just behind the veil. That's like the core. That's the main arc of this show I'm telling you about. It's an excellent show, excellent show. Yeah, yeah. There's actually a lot of hidden meaning behind it too. So if you actually do watch the show, try to dig up what other extras you should be looking for because there is like just like you were saying the Easter eggs and Disclosure Day. There's Easter eggs scattered throughout this that like lead you to the bigger story or some shit. Yeah. That's the scary. Yeah, that'd be the shitty part of the psyop. I'd almost rather it all be real and me be wrong instead of it being a psyop. Yeah. Yeah. It's a problem to be solved. Yeah. It's the Jews. It's the Jews, Dan. The Jews are controlling everything. You gotta go kiss the wall in order to get access. Yes. lose. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Actually, Daniel, was a gas cloud off of that's floating in from Iran. Like early Iranian, drone tech is actually yeah. Yeah. Well, Catherine is supposedly gonna be moving in with Mom potentially, like in a week or two. You did hear about that? Yeah, my dad was telling me, and I was like, wow, it's kind of unexpected, and I don't imagine it'll go well, to be frank, but it might work out okay, so. Cause I think Mom is just crazy enough, and Catherine are just crazy enough. They're not gonna match. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's the housewife, like soup 1% problems. And Catherine is firmly in the I am part of the oppressed class. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm the victim. Yeah, the victim. Yeah, she's like a victim. She's a victim. That's the crux of it. Is I'm a victim. Yeah. Some people just don't want to take responsibility for their own actions, is all, you know, and then they blame him on, they blame it on somebody else. That. Yeah, we'll see. That'll be interesting. New dynamic is all. New dynamic. Yeah. I used to kinda, but you know, she's been down there for a while and I don't really talk to her, so we'd have to kind of reconnect. And honestly, I mean, I'm fine with it, but I just like I just can't. I'm still in the very much I don't care indifferent stage right now. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. 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 Well, that's what I was saying with Gia though. Like she's pretty good at like getting over something. You know, this might seem like it's the end of the fucking world, but usually we can get over it. So. True. Yeah, okay. Have a nice weekend. I'll see you.
Goodbye.
A path to roundness. So I need to breach stones. So we got some perfects. I still don't have enough for a breach stone. That's crazy. Maybe I should just do this.
free then. You're making it look bloody easy. Now, I must warn you, this last beast is utterly ferocious. Are you sure you're up to it?
Come now, dear. It may as well already be dead.
Ha! You're enjoying this, I can tell. Get on the trail. I know you can do it. Be strong, Hunter.
So if I don't really care about the bosses much. I mean, with this should be pretty big though, right?
Goodbye.
Actually, kind of running low on these.
So it is. Speak quickly. Wise. Time is of the essence.
I mean, I'd say that is one of the biggest ones to get. I'm like, this is just... These gloves are kind of shit. This...
I think this year it's that interest is like the products are cut in half, at least for a lot of these companies. They just don't have it. They don't have the funds to take big.
Holy.
We'll
the stars is quantity of waste stones dropped from my bosses again, and also quantity.
If you've got one-sided back pain,
the White House says, okay, our CT stands for, I'm assuming, counterterrorism.
Not be seeing the West as a threat and would not be trying to outpopulate us, to subjugate us, if not for Israel, is a pipe dream, and it ignores all of human history. And that gets shut down when people go, well, you're not America first, because actually the Jews are a problem and not Islam. I think Islam is still one of the greatest threats to the Western world, and I think that Iran's a big part of that. And as to whether this is effective remains to be seen. I'm not a supporter of it. I said I got to wait 3 months to see because there's information I can't know. But it has nothing to do with the Jews.
Well, it has everything to do with them because Israel got a nuclear weapon first. Israel initiated the arms race in the Middle East. They got their nuke. Then Iraq got their nuclear reactor. So what did Israel do? They bombed Iraq. And then Iraq put their nuclear program underground. Then we had to invade in 1990. Syria had a nuclear program. What did Israel do? They bombed their reactor in 2007. Like, Israel, let's just be honest, they are the revisionist power in the Middle East. Their doctrine is to destabilize and destroy all their neighbors. This goes back to the 1980s, Oded Yunon's plan for Israel. They want to say what they call it, it's a mosaic of tribes with flags. They want to basically destroy all the big, strong states so they can't militarily challenge Israel. It is in the context of this environment that Iran realizes they're next. Iraq fell, Libya fell, Syria fell, Egypt had a coup. Iran says we're next on the chopping block. It's even in the clean break memo. So they say, how do we hedge against a nuclear Israel? Missiles, proxies, a nuclear hedge, centrifuge.
Reaction to...
Two athletes stand at the starting line in ancient Olympia.
I'm going to start off with the absolute basic fundamentals before we dive into some examples. Pretty harsh.
Gentlemen, this has been a very long time coming. I think that there has been a huge issue. Yep, it's time. It's time. We're going to go through all of it. So there has been a huge concern for many years now about the rape gangs in the UK. This is not something that's exclusive to the UK, but it seems like it is the worst there, or at least that's the perception. And for many years, we were told that this wasn't happening, or if it was happening, it was happening with everybody, and, you know, there's nothing you can do about it, or, you know, there's no reason to draw a correlation, and information, statistics discussing this has been shut down completely by the media. Recently, Rupert Lowe, the leader of the Restore Britain Party, came out and he basically they commissioned, I was going to say we, I'm not really involved, but they commissioned a basically report on figuring out at least the tip of the iceberg of how bad this stuff really is. And so this is a very long report. It's extremely in-depth. And I'm going to go through the entire thing on my stream. I have a little bit of dyslexia. I'm going to say things the wrong way. Get used to it. That's what's going to happen. I think this is that important. And I feel like it's, you know, it's like if I'm streaming and I'm talking about this stuff all the time, and I don't use my platform to do something like this, what was it all for? Why even do this? Why even do it? So that's the reason. Anyway, no stupid comments. I'm sure I'll have a few stupid comments. It's just, it's inevitable. You're gonna have to get used to it. Okay, Red Gang Inquiry Report, and this was released, by the way, it was released 2 days ago.
mean, this is basically what it is already. And this is not the low life version that I wanted.
What if I told you that this one Exalt belt is going to give you the biggest damage increase out of any belt in the game? This is the Wastegate belt, and what makes this belt so special is that it allows you to equip a mana or a life flask in either one of your flask slots. On its own, it's not going to increase your damage a single bit, but if you combine it with the support gem Ambrosia, you're able to get a lot more damage out of your abilities. You see, Ambrosia allows you to consume your Mana Flask charges, and depending on how good your Mana Flask is, you can deal up to 75% extra damage as lightning for just having one Mana Flask. And with Wastegate, you're able to equip 2 Mana Flasks, which essentially doubles the amount of damage that Ambrosia gives you. To put that into perspective, that means you are getting more than a Sacred Flame's worth of damage just by equipping the extra Mana Flask. But that's not all. after you equip both mana flasks, you can actually unequip Wastegate and put on your normal belt to get all the damage from your normal belt on top of having the extra damage from the double mana flasks. And that's how you go from damage like this to damage like this.
Speaking of low life, how do we do this? Because we have energy shield, right? Our life cannot change. How do we get to low life? So let's say we are full life right now and we wanna go low life. How do we lock our life in place? We do it like this. We get a soul tether belt right here. We put on the soul tether belt, we lose all of our energy shield, and now our life can change because we don't have energy shield. Then we put the life tab support gem into any of our skills, depending on what you need, and then we need to use this ability with life tab in until we reach 35% less than our maximum life, or 35% lower than our maximum life is. So we have 1505 life, so we need less than 526 life right here. So if we go down like this, we have 451 now, and then we put back the support gem that we changed life tab for, and then we put back our normal belt that we were using, and now we will get back our energy shield, and now our life cannot change anymore, and we are perma locked into low life. This is how we do that. Another question about this build is, are we using cast on critical on this build, or do I need cast on critical on this build? And the answer is a clear no. I don't think we need it at all. Our 100 spirit that we have naturally, and we don't need to build any more on our gear, is more than enough. We do not need cast on crit on this build. I think it's a wasted 100 spirit. We do not need it. Why do we not need it? And this goes into the same vein why I think that time. We finished the Atlas tree, almost all of the League Mechanic trees, and the new pinnacle bosses of this update. The performance of the build has exceeded all expectations. The map clear and speed rivals the fastest builds in the game, and especially the single target damage, which has been a pain point for this build before, is now also so good that every single boss in the game just dies within seconds. Overall, the build is approaching the final version for me in the min-maxing department, and even though there is always going by answering all the questions that I had in the past couple of days on my stream about this character, and the first and most important, and one of the most important questions to answer is on this character: why am I going with the Lich, and more specifically the Abyssal Lich Ascendancy for this plant build? I think this Ascendancy is the best one for this plant build. Why do I think that? The first one is that the Lich, due to the Eternal Life notable right here, the Eternal Life notable that says once we have Energy Shield, we cannot lose or gain life, so our life cannot change while we have Energy Shield. This makes us able to lock our life below 35% to always be considered low life. Why would we want that? The biggest reason for this is the Execute 3 support gem. So the Execute 3 support gem gives us 30% more damage while we are low life, so that's all the time, and then 30% more damage while the target is low life. So 60% once the target is below 35% as well. That is reason number one. This support gem is massive amount of damage. So you can see on my entangle, I have 151,000 on my entangle. Once I take this away, it takes away 35. The next reason in the same damage department here for the low life version is Pain Attunement. So you can see here, we have 30% more, not increased by the way, this is even better, 30% more critical damage bonus when on low life. And also, this node is a lot of damage. So once we unspec that node, we can see once again the entangle here. This takes away 26,000 damage of our entangle. So insane damage-wise. Pain Attunement together with Execute 3 just catapults the damage for this build into the stratosphere, basically. It is amazing. And it doesn't end here. What we also get for being on low life is Final Barrage, which is 20% cast speed when on low life. 20% cast speed on one node is ridiculous. It is so good. It is very, very nice. One of the main reasons and one of the biggest reasons for QOL, and one of my favorite reasons to also be on the Lich and be on the low life version, is this socketable right here. It is Tekrod's Gaze. It is a socketable that you can get from the Abyss mechanic, and it gives you 10% movement speed when on low life. So you can see my boots here. I have 2 sockets. They have 30% movement speed. We have the normal.
Oh, this isn't really.
Hey everybody, Runner here, and 0.5 is right around the corner. It is a great time to update Lake Starter builds. So in this video, I'm going to cover one.
So I think I have gloves I could do. It's not doing much. So if I socket these... Reduced cast speed, though. I don't like that.
Good morning! Path of Exile 2's upcoming 0.5 leak is almost here, and even though this time around I will be leak starting my Plants Abyssal Lich, I still wanted to update you guys on one of my most popular builds, the ED Contagion Lich. I had a lot of questions in the past couple of days about the build and its current viability, and if I will make an update to the build for 0.5. So that's what I'm going to do today in this video. Apart from this video, I just thoroughly updated the written mobilitics guide with a new act-by-act leveling section as well as the current endgame version 2. Both of these, of course, also being with the new 0.5 passive tree. To keep things very short and sweet, yes, the build is still absolutely viable and amazing, especially as a league starter, and still offers one of the smoothest and easiest campaign leveling experiences as well as early endgame. The build is very easy and satisfying to play in both campaign and endgame. You are mainly using the same skills from the early beginning of your playthrough all the way into the endgame, and the Lich Ascendancy will provide you with the perfect nodes on top of that. In endgame, our main clear will still consist of using Essence Drain and Contagion, of course, with Dark Effigy posing as our main single target damage ability. And in the campaign, our main combo of Contagion and Essence Drain will also be our main clearing tool, with Essence Drain also being a very important single target damage tool up until we get Bone Storm at the end of Act 1 and Dark Effigy at the start of Act 3. So, let's quickly get a glimpse of an early endgame version of what this build may end up looking like in 0.5. So, this is what the character may end up looking like early into a 0.5 trade league. I would say this would probably be a day 3 or day 4 character, depending on how much you play. Obviously, this is not completely crazy gear. It's not bad as well, so this is definitely not day 1, but overall this is very medium gear, so there's a lot of min-maxing to go here, and overall this, I would say, depending on how much you play, like I said, this would be like a day 3, day 4, maybe day 5 character, and it will end up looking like this. Don't mind the Abyssal Lich here, I was too lazy to switch it back to the normal Lich, but the nodes on the Ascendancy tree here for this build are exactly the same. I don't even have the Crystalline Phylactery in here, so we are missing out on 2 jewel slots. Even all the other jewels are very early league as well, just some spell damage, some maximum energy shield, mana on kill, and some cast speed. And everything else should be like it will end up looking like in 0.5 as well. Speaking of 0.5, we just had a bunch of energy shield nerfs in the current patch notes, and overall the energy shield recharge rate and the energy shield recharge delay was the one that was hit the most. So you can see right here, I try to replicate this a little bit. Seeing the energy shield recharge delay of 3.6 seconds is the one that we have on this character right now. In 0.4, you could easily get this down to like a second, sometimes 1.5 seconds, most of the time maybe something below like 2 seconds or something. So that will not be possible in 0.5. I think it will definitely be possible to get it below 3 seconds, depending on your investment on the passive tree and on gear, whether you are going for these nodes or not. But I think 3.6 seconds and an energy shield recharge per second of 1,700 here is very reasonable to assume for 0.5. Also, the energy shield, we have 12,000 right here, so this is, in my opinion, pretty easily achievable early on, depending on how hard the hits on the energy shield will be, because we didn't really get nerfed on the passive tree when it comes to the amount of energy shield we can stack. The possible or the nerfs that we know about is that patient barrier got removed, or it got toned down to 50% instead of 60, and we completely lost the calibration notable here, so I am not even gonna bother going into that one. We have a few other nodes here that will give us more energy shield, like melding and insightfulness here, and also heavy buffer, of course, and enhanced barrier. Those are all the same in 0.5, so the amount of energy shield that we are still gonna be able to get is basically gonna stay the same, so you will be able to easily get more than 10,000 energy shield. But like I already mentioned a bunch of times now, the energy shield recharge delay is probably going to be a little bit higher in 0.5. I think this is totally fine though for the build, and I made a video on this topic yesterday. I think the Lich especially is going to be very fine when it comes to those energy shield nerfs, because the Lich gets a 25 and up percentage damage reduction due to Eternal Life with Soulless Form, with its Serious Disdain and Heavy Buffer. So we, just as Liches, we have a 25% damage reduction. We also can use Convalescence, of course, to get our energy shield back. So we are absolutely going to be fine in 0.5 when it comes to energy shield and defensive layers, and this build will still be shining as a league starter, of course. So going into the skill gems right here, we have Chaos Bolt with Extraction, Withering Touch, Chaos Mastery, Execute, and Execute 3 and Deliberation. I should also mention that this right now is a low life version. I would assume personally, playing a Lich, you go into the low life version around, I would say, 8,000 energy shield, whenever you feel you are going to be tanky enough to not use that energy shield all the time to have to do the low life trick again. So because I get that question a lot, you don't have to do this low life trick every time you log in. For example, you don't have to. The only times you have to do the low life trick again to lock your life at less than 35% is when you actually die or lose all of your energy shield. Then that is when you have to do it again. So this is the low life version. The Mobalytics also will have a full life version for people that are early endgame and don't want to do the low life version yet. So I would advise to go with the low life version at around 8,000 and up energy shield, I would say. So why the low life version? Because we can make use of stuff like Final Barrage here to get more cast speed, and mainly the most important thing is the Execute 3 support gem, which gives us 30% more damage when we are low life, which we are all the time, and then 30% even more damage when the enemies are below than 35%. So yeah, super good support gem right here. This is one of the main reasons why we even use the low life version. Another reason is the Techrod's Gaze support gem, the Techrod's Gaze soccerable here to get 10% more movement speed while on low life as well. So Chaos Bolt, Extraction, Withering Touch, Chaos Mastery, Execute 3 and Deliberation. Chaos Bolt is extremely important to use in the endgame to get the Withering stacks up, and also deal a good amount of damage to bosses and get Withering stacks up to then apply our Essence Drain and our Dark Effigy on the ground together with the Despair. So very important to use a Withered one with the inherent Chaos Bolt to get those Withered stacks up to make the boss get more damage taken. So Sigil of Power, of course, we use as well on second weapon set. We also use our main spell Essence Drain with Zenith 2, Swift Affliction 2, Chaos Mastery, Deliberation and Execute 3 once again. Contagion we're using with Unleash, Rapid Casting 2, Arcane Surge, Magnified Area 2 and Chaos Mastery. Dark Effigy once again, Execute 3. Overabundance 2, we can place 3 totems like this. You will probably say now, oh wait, Overabundance says it's 2. No, we can place 3 because there's a modifier on a focus that is a desecrated modifier that has +1 on totems. So we can have 3 Dark Effigy. So, Urgent Totem 3s is the next one, controlled destruction and concentrated area for maximum damage. We are also, of course, using Blasphemy with Temporal Chains, Magnified Area 2, Ritualistic Curse and Slow Potency. Convalescence, very important in 0.5 to get our energy shield back at all times. Cooldown Recovery 2, Second Wind 3, Prolonged Duration 2, Rapid Casting 2, and Clarity 1. Despair with Hyoxys Fulmination. You don't need this if you can get this early on in the league. So you will see here as well, we have 0 lineage support gems in this build. So this build is very early on league. We also don't have any unique jewels in this build right now. So all the footage that you've seen is very league start friendly. So Despair is going to be Ritualistic Curse, Decaying Hex, Heightened Curse, and Chaos Mastery, and if you can get it, Hyoxys Fulmination, and then Withering Presence with Prolonged Duration 2 and Clarity 2. Passive tree as well will be on the Mobalytics, and I will also do an update once there are some changes, maybe in 0.5. So once again, this is basically how the build will look like once you get into endgame and reach, I would say, like level 80, 84, whatever it may be. And that is how the character will look like. On the gear department, of course, we have a Serious Disdain, core item of this build, to get the energy shield based on life, and also the damage taken bypasses energy shield, which is basically a damage reduction for us. We have a 1 with +5 chaos levels with some extra damage that only goes for Dark Effigy, by the way. There's spell damage on here and some cast speed. We won cast speed on both of our rings. We maybe even won cast speed on our amulet here, but the most important thing is going to be all spells and just defensive layers here. For example, we want movement speed on our boots, of course, high energy shield on basically every single gear piece. The armor, the body armor is going to be high energy shield. We want high energy shield on our gloves. We want high energy shield on our boots. And then in the belt slot, we also just have a normal belt here with maximum life, mana, and resist. So very basic here. Yeah, that is it for this character. It's still extremely good. I just played around this in endgame here on juiced maps for a while and just tested out some stuff, and I will definitely test it out in 0.5 again as well. It is still an amazing character. It is still more than usable as a league starter. It is one of the best league starters, especially when it comes to spellcasters, in my opinion. I will not be league starting this character though for 0.5. I will be league starting my Plants Abyssal Lich, which if you want to check that one out, that will be one of my more recent videos on my YouTube. And if you want to follow me on that progress on the Abyssal Lich, you can do so by following me on my Twitch stream. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. If you're starting this character or any other of my builds, I will wish you a lot of fun in the upcoming game. Alright, see you in the stream. Love you. Bye.
prototype shows promise. That went well. I hoped it could handle such concentrations of corruption.
You've been holding out on me, Thaumaturge. This might have been quite useful earlier.
This is but a drop in a vast ocean compared to the precursor weapon. There is no way this would be capable of being used against the beast.
So, in other words, what we've just done here is pointless.
We continue to unravel the mystery of corruption and its unmaking. And perhaps we can use that to our advantage.
That's a lot of mana.
So it is.
Okay, so just wait, cleanse. Oh, wow. Damn. That's a big boy right there. I mean, that didn't seem any better than most of them. Like, that's kind of a mid-roll.
Goodbye.
It's less shield. It's 4% more mana. It does have resist built into it. But I'm losing like 120. I mean, like, at the end of the day, that's the deal breaker. Life is nice, but the life roll isn't that good. That's a not great. They're both shit. This is not. No, this is good.
Fine. Fine.
Excuse me, to 42 million views so far, just